good morning,
Hi, good morning, sir. Just to check whether my Nobi and review okay.
Good morning, BC. Please help me to slow down for 2 minutes. You're too close to your front bus.
Operating Singapore's bus service is an immense task. From managing a complex network of routes,
Then you start picking up the passenger from the block 666, which is 4.8 kilometer. All right? Okay, sure. Okay, thank you.
to unexpected road conditions and harried customers. On the Red Dot gains unprecedented access into Singapore's biggest bus operator, SBS Transit. At Yio Chu Kang Interchange, Bus Captain Effendi begins his daily battle with time and traffic. He's driving the popular Service 70, which takes passengers into the central business district.
Every day I go to work, I usually feel nervous. Driving in the morning peak hour shift, very unpredictable. Today's 7:30 a.m. is different from yesterday's 7:30 a.m. For us bus captains, it's not about getting there as fast as we can. It's all about being predictable, being there at the same time every day so that the customers can reach to their destinations at the right time. It's okay for us to be late, not too early. Especially first bus, last bus. Cannot early, must be late. If you're too early, then we miss the passengers.
To keep bus captains on schedule, every bus on the road is linked to an Operations Control Center, or OCC.
For green is the most.
At Seletar Depot, the OCC tracks over 300 bus services daily. And it is busiest when the morning peak period kicks in at 8 a.m.
车长早上好，车长现在是走时间，不要跟颜色，你需要拉一下。
你 engine 关，你电一定关。
Service controller Zhi Liang has his hands full overseeing 7 controllers.
关掉车上的那个。Right now is a bit tense. 刚才有一个坏车哦，这样得等下一辆。Earlier on, we have 2 buses that reported breakdown. We also have one more bus captain that have found some fault with the bus while he's checking at the depots.
你现在拿，你现在这辆车先给我用可以吗？我等一下再安排一辆给你。
Now we are trying to mitigate all this by swapping some buses around.
Then you start picking up the passenger from... He's reporting Nobi's hanged.
There are 7 controllers in each shift, and each controller tracks 4 to 5 bus services, which works out to about 100 buses on the road.
Hello, good morning, OCC. During the peak period, the workload gets doubled or tripled because the number of buses on the road increased dramatically, almost 2 to 3 times. OCC, good morning. Hello, Lucian 70号车长 OCC. For peak hour, my phone rings non-stop. Captains call in non-stop. Interchange calls in non-stop. 那个弟弟有没有帮我拍照啊？对，他叫他帮我拍照，然后叫他重新发动，看可不可以解决那个问题了。Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Francis uses the Common Fleet Management System, or CFMS. This system monitors buses on the road, allowing him to relay instructions to captains to keep each service moving on time.
For Service 70, delays we do experience, especially during peak hour, because of the loading and the route that it takes. It passes through Heartland, passes through Industrial Estate, and then terminating at CBD, where we can see the buses are already 9 to 10 minutes late from their actual arrival timing. For those that are going towards town, also we can see that they are 6 to 8 minutes late. 车长，白雷巴那边塞车啊？ 哦，明白明白，您小心驾驶了啊，车长，我有拉一点分了。Traffic congestion is inevitable. That is when we have to do active mitigation at the interchanges to prevent prolonged waiting time for passengers.
Francis can remotely adjust bus arrival times. He can tell the buses to increase speed or slow down. And at the moment, one of his buses is too far ahead of schedule.
76, it's already 12 minutes late. Good morning, BC. Please help me to slow down for 2 minutes. You're too close to your front bus, causing bunching, BC.
Bunching is when two or more buses at the same service arrive at a stop together. This makes the service unreliable, creating longer waiting times.
车长看到前面的车，帮我安全的超越他，帮他载客。谢谢你的帮忙，车长，拜拜。If the front bus is too slow, the rear bus has already caught up. To prevent bunching, we will ask the captain to safely overtake. 23K 啊，好，车长，我帮你输入。
While Francis is grappling with peak hour traffic, Ziliang and Vanessa are facing a tricky system error.
He pressed the power button, then he pressed 72速车牌。
你是说你那个滴滴是
The EasyLink reader on one of Ziliang's buses is not working, and any attempts to troubleshoot have failed.
OK， 车长，你再试试看多一次哈，power button， 然后721110，然后按勾，还是不能。
Despite Ziliang and Vanessa's best efforts, the system is refusing to reboot. Vanessa is left with no choice but to contact the LTA for her next move.
Hi, OK, service 269, my halfway first bus. BC is reporting Nobi Heng. OK, I'll send the sit right over. Thank you very much. OK, yep, thank you. 车长，回到车头去找白衣，叫他们帮你看你的 Nobi。
The first part of my job would be dealing with the daily different unforeseen circumstances and challenges.
By mid-morning, Singapore's peak hour traffic is starting to die down, and the OCC team finally takes a breather.
The time now is 10:11, and it's after the peak period, so now we are ramping down. Besides the technical problem that we had just now, buses are all mostly on schedule. Nothing too major for us to handle.
As a new BC, as a trainee, what is your role as a bus captain? Safety is your #1 priorities. And that's why you choose.
Every week,
SBS.
20 new trainees learn the ropes to become an SBS transit bus captain.
So we also say be driven by customer needs. What is customer needs? Mary,
A safe ride.
correct?
It's a tough selection process.
Okay.
Each candidate goes through over 30 days of theory lessons and practice.
The icon appear, the child bus is used. Then you look at him. Uncle using a child bus. What will you do?
You're using the wrong one.
Using a wrong one.
They'll sit through 2 exams before they can finally become full-fledged bus captains.
Okay, come. So just for your info, okay, this one, red is open and green is closed. Every time you come down.
42-year-old Desmond Au joined the company 4 years ago, and he is usually assigned 6 trainees in each new batch.
Engine oil, yeah. Okay.
We got trainees from all walks of life. They are quite simple in mind. Is in bus captain, very easy job. Just from point A to B, B to A, and that job is done.
Okay, just go straight there, cancel your signal.
Then they come in, of course they start to think, oh, being a bus captain, we got to be such a big responsibility.
Trainers like Desmond are seeing more candidates in their 40s and 50s. Many are making a mid-career switch, and with a failure rate of just 5%, most are expected to make the grade.
There's a slight bend also. Please look out for the mirror, which is you're doing now. Good. They may look at you, oh, I got so much more experience than you. How are you going to teach me? How are you going to, when you don't have much experience? Or are you an ex-bus captain before? Even you are not a bus captain, how can you teach me? You got no experience in that. In the way that I was explain is that teaching and driving is two different things.
40-year-old Marshall Wong is one of Desmond's new trainees.
Your right foot will go to the brake pedal first, stand by there.
He's already an experienced driver, working with heavy vehicles such as tipper trucks and tourist coaches.
So you want me to go straight or?
No instruction, always go straight. So you can come and stop here. No, don't touch that. Handbrake. Handbrake. Yeah. Let's say read 30, right? Start accelerating slightly. Maintain the speed at 30. Okay.
For tourist bus, when you pick up a passenger, you only say hi. But for bus captain, will always give a further service. Like when raining, sometimes we see the old people, we need to take the umbrella out to give them a shelter, not get wet in the raining.
Like Marshall, bus captain Effendi Ismail was also an experienced driver before he joined SBS Transit less than a year ago. The 36-year-old has been on the road almost half his life as a dispatch rider, goods delivery man, and taxi driver.
I love driving. Driving a bus is so relaxed. Have you driven a bus? If you drive a bus, then you know it's shock to drive a bus all around Singapore. Yeah, the bigger the better. People's lives are depending on me. We are big. People can see us, but we can't see some of our blind spots. And we have to exercise cautious. We have to be very, very careful.
Like Effendi, 1 in 4 SBS drivers work split shifts on weekdays. They drive during the morning and evening rush hours and rest during the lull in between. Despite the odd hours, Effendi thinks this is the perfect job for him.
Driving is in my blood. Get to see interesting people, get to see interesting places. My Service 70 is a very scenic one. We pass by Singapore Flyer, Esplanade, the Malayan Park, and the Marina Bay Sands. Once there's this tourist who requested me to slow down so that he can catch a scenic video of the journey.
Right, after turning, check left, right. Any pedestrian? No? Check blind spot first. Okay, make sure there's no pedestrian walking in. Okay, let's go. Keep close to the curb. You follow the curve. Follow the curve, then check right, don't accelerate. Check clear? Clear or not? Clear, Okay, blind spot. Okay, third blind spot. No motorcyclists, Okay, let's go. See left mirror, left mirror. Yes.
Trainee Marshall is halfway through his 2-week course at the Hougang Training Centre.
So you look at the reaction of the driver. Did he speed up or did he slow down? Then you decide. Slow down. Okay, you see your front.
Besides learning to drive a bus, Marshall is acquiring new skills as a bus captain.
Actually, I'm a very bad temper person. After I go for this basic course, I think a bus captain should be very patient and very polite. In the previous, maybe I'm not that stage, but now I'm trying to learn. I also trying my best.
After an hour of driving, trainers like Desmond will review the new recruit's performance. There are 4 cameras positioned around the training buses, recording every moment of the session.
But the problem is that you focus too much on the mirror without judging in front. Whereby front is almost hitting the curb. Where I push for you, and you see my hand, I turn for you. That's because you're almost hitting the curb. What I want you to look up for.
Despite his years of experience driving heavy vehicles, Marshall is having a difficult time on the course.
Okay, remember here when I asked you to release your accelerator, okay, then you brake a bit too sudden just now. Okay, of course you make a left turn, but this left turn, compared to just now, this one you turn a bit too early. You're driving a car, our front tire is in front. You're driving a truck, our tire is below our backside. And now we are driving a bus, where's our front tire? Behind our backside. So that's where they do a lot of mistakes on this, although they have been very, very, very experienced in driving trucks and this and that.
The big day has come for Marshall to sit for the basic test. He needs to pass to proceed to the next level of training. Since Marshall already has a Class 4 license, he will be tested by an internal assessor.
Feeling a bit anxious, then quite worried about whether can pass or not, because I heard the criteria here very strict. The standard also quite high.
Okay, let me check for your performance today. Okay, this is the route we go. This T-junction, you know that green man must stop.
He observed my every movement, even though my leg, whether got step the brake pedal, got do all the lookouts.
Congratulations, Mr. Wong.
Thank you, sir.
Today you passed your basic test. Okay, but this is the journey from basic to advanced.
It's 1 week later and Marshall has moved on to the advanced course. This includes learning service routes and navigating busy bus interchanges.
Yes, sir. Yes. I hope that I also can pass the advanced test to become a bus captain. But I also heard about the advanced also another quite standard very high. The instructor also cautious about their requirement.
Garaging Operations Officer Cho Wei loves his job and is crazy about all things buses.
I have this SBS Transit bus paper model. This is quite rare because I think this is the first time SBS Transit have a paper bus model. So it's very valuable also. My family members call me a bus encyclopedia. It's faster than checking on the app.
Collecting bus guides and memorabilia and exploring old interchanges are his hobbies. Every day, he lives his passion.
今天大概做几个人？
现在到目前为止洗了差不多8辆。
At Provoke Depot, washing is a big operation. With over a fleet of over 600 buses, washing is split into 2 sections. Operation Wipe is the daily cleaning of the floors and windows. And Operation Wash covers everything from tire rims and mirrors to handles and seats. Wen Wei is in charge of this daily process.
The constraint I face is basically the race against time. Because we make use of speed shift period to wash the buses. And when the buses come back, we must be fast enough to complete the scheduled fleet for the day.
Wen Wei has 5 contract cleaners and 2 parking attendants to assist him. To keep on a tight schedule, everything must run like clockwork.
For 7 hours, on average, is around 1 hour, 4 buses. So it's non-stop for them. So they need to continue washing one bus after another without break. It's about 3 hours since they started work, and we have done around 10 buses. So they have around 15 more buses to go. Once they are done, I will inspect the buses.
Wen Wei is meticulous in his inspection, and there are areas that require more attention.
The bus is quite cleaner, so they've done a good job, except for some minor parts. Like the bus captain area, there's some dirt here, and the dashboard is a bit dusty. 现在两个3966有点肮脏那个 busy cabin 那边。After he clean, it's much better. But the dirt is quite obvious. I mean, they miss out. They have done around almost close to 20 buses. So I will check the remaining around 5 to 6 buses. Even though I don't serve the public directly, I feel that my job is also serving the public at the back end. Bus industry is 24/7 from Monday to Sunday, even PH. So we need to work to support them at the back end to ensure that the bus can go out and return back every day.
As a busy day draws to a close, buses return to the depot to be refueled and refreshed, all set to brave another bustling day in Singapore.